Hi and welcome back. We're covering dictionaries, but I wanted to show you something that hopefully will make you think and will introduce nicely the following concept. We've got our lottery player here, but this lottery player, and this is going to sound a bit weird, but this lottery player variable isn't a lottery player. It's a bunch of data that represents a lottery player. So this lottery player can't do things. It can only store data. And what I mean with that is, if we wanted to, for example, take the total of these numbers, we know how to do that using the sum method. So we would do something like sum lottery player numbers. But this is more of a conceptual thing here. The lottery player isn't giving us the sum. We are getting some data that's stored in the player, and then we're summing it using an external method. And that may not make sense at all for you just yet, but that's fine. What I would like is to be able to simplify that, simplify this passing of data from one place to another, and be able to do something like lottery player.total, for example. And that should give us the total for this lottery player's numbers. It makes sense because this way the player tells us their total, and we don't have to be concerned with the data that's stored here. Also, if we had multiple players, like so, this would turn into something like lottery players 0 numbers. It would start getting more complicated. It would be nice to be able to say lottery players 0.total for the first player to tell us its total, and not for us to have to retrieve the numbers, retrieve the data that's stored in it, and then sum it using an external method. If each of the people or the elements can tell us things that are associated to it, that simplifies things a lot more, especially in our heads, because then the player can do things if we allow it to. The player could do things like tell us its total, or, for example, it could do things like tell us how many numbers matched the lottery numbers, and things like that. And the cognitive jump here is quite high, and it normally is with object-oriented programming. But what I would like you to take from this video is that a dictionary stores data related to a thing, or can do. A dictionary can store data related to a thing, but a dictionary does not represent a thing, because once data is stored in a dictionary, that data can't do anything. And if we want to take it a step further and let the thing do stuff, then we need an object. And that's taking it a step further past the dictionary and into being an object. So in the next video, we're gonna move this lottery player entity into an object so that you can understand what the difference is. So hopefully this is not going to be too confusing, and always let me know if there's absolutely anything I can do to explain things better, because I am always ready to help. So wait a minute until the next video, and then catch up with me there, and we're going to convert this into an object. I'll see you in the next video.